You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rodrance for Black and White Sports. Let's talk about CURT SHILLING, Goose Gossage, and a whole hell of a lot of drama surrounding the Baseball Hall of Fame. By the way, nobody freaking made it. Nobody made it this year. For full clarification, I am a New York Yankees fan. That has been my team. My favorite baseball player of all time is one Donnie Baseball, Don Mattingly. And I love Goose Gossage. Now, some things have come out involving CURT SHILLING. He barely missed getting in the Hall of Fame, and Schilling lost his ever-loving shit the other day. He lost it because he believes his politics, which is that of a conservative nature, and CURT SHILLING chooses to use free speech to talk about his politics and throw his politics out there, has gotten him snubbed from the Hall of Fame. Now look, it just depends, in my personal opinion, as far as his on-field performance, CURT SHILLING is a borderline Hall of Famer for me. I will say this, if anything puts him over for me, it's, even as a Yankees fan, it's his postseason performances, right? That's where Schilling was at his best. I believe he's got 3 World Series titles. So at the end of the day, I probably would put CURT SHILLING in the Hall. I would. He had 216 victories. Look, I'd rather that number be up at least over 250. But again, with his postseason performances, I would lean towards putting Schilling in the Hall of Fame. Now, one of the greatest relievers, closers of all time, Goose Gossage, has come out and he is defending CURT SHILLING, and he is slamming all kinds of things that has come into the politics involving our baseball. CURT SHILLING found at least one prominent defender, Goose Gossage, on Friday. Schilling, who missed the Hall of Fame by 5 percentage points, accused baseball writers of playing politics and not liking him because he's a conservative and a supporter of former President Trump. Gossage, who has made controversial comments about Democrats ruining baseball in the past, said he didn't have a problem when it came to Schilling's comments in his post-playing career, which have ranged from anti-Muslim rhetoric to supporting those who rioted at the U.S. Capitol early this month. This is what he said, quote, "He's a bit of a blowhard, but I don't have a problem with freedom of speech. Everybody wants this counterculture now where you can't even have an opinion." In a wide-ranging Q&A on Friday, with Schilling, you shake your head, but at least it's America. You used to be able to say what the hell was on your mind, and I think a lot of writers play games with voting politically. I just don't understand a lot of the voting. Not only is Schilling kind of confused by this, but I'm confused. And then he comes back and he says, it all depends on what he had to say. I never thought that politics and sports mix. Look what they've done. Taking a knee for the national anthem. Black Lives Matter. What a bunch of crap. Go out on a street corner for a real cause. They take fans down with them to have to look at this crap. I'm not saying there aren't causes that we shouldn't stand up for at all, but not on the field, Gossage said. Whether Schilling belongs in the Hall of Fame is based on his statistical difference. And look, he says the famed former New York Yankees pitcher told NJ.com that if Mike Mussina was in the Hall of Fame, then Schilling should be in the Hall of Fame. That's a good, that is a fair assessment. But he said he didn't necessarily think Mussina should be in the Hall of Fame. Okay, so that tells you right there, but Mussina is, I believe, in the Hall of Fame, or is going to get in. Jackson told, and then they talk about Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson came out yesterday, and he slammed CURT SHILLING. And he said, your freedom of speech cost you your Hall of Fame. Look, I'm a Yankees fan, but that's a dumb-ass opinion from Reggie Jackson. I'm just here to tell you. You know damn good and well the liberal baseball writers are holding CURT Schilling's opinions, conservative opinions, against him. We know how this shit works. They're members of the media. In fact, one of these baseball writers that's with MLB Network, he literally did a thing filling out his Hall of Fame thing, and it was the most pompous shit you have ever seen in all your life. Nothing will make you want to punch yourself in the face more than these damn baseball writers. It's insane. CURT Schilling was on with Clay Travis on Outkick the Coverage Wednesday. He believed it was his support for Trump that kept him out of the Hall of Fame. The hatred for President Trump and conservatives run deep. Schilling added, you've got 90% white, liberal college males standing in a clubhouse of players of every race. Some don't even have an 8th grade education but are making $25 million a year. The writers who graduated are from Harvard, and they are bitter. And look, Schilling's also upset because he doesn't like the fact that he's being held back and being lumped in sort of with the PED folks and all this sort of thing. He's staunchly against the fact that there were ever PEDs in baseball. And look, baseball's always had some kind of ambiguous cheating going on. I get that. So to me, that's almost a separate subject. But I absolutely see where Schilling is coming from, and I see where Goose Gossage is coming from. And look, I got to tell you, I love the fact that Goose Gossage just come right out and slammed this kneeling against the national anthem, and he slammed the shit out of Black Lives Matter. Good for you, Goose Gossage. That's almost a side. That's almost, to me, more of the main story than CURT Schilling. Look, should CURT Schilling get in? Like I said, maybe. Is his political views holding him back? Probably. Personally, yes. Yes, his political views are holding him back. Goose Gossage, one brave sumbitch, okay? In this day and time to come out and speak that frankly, I love it. I love it. He said, stand up for the national anthem. Keep your Black Lives Matter shit out of sports. And he also agrees that he thinks CURT Schilling is getting screwed because of his conservative opinions. All right, Goose doesn't necessarily like all of Schilling's delivery, but he believes at the end of the day that is holding him back. Tell me what you think, black and white sports fans. Personally, I appreciate Goose Gossage's honesty. Good God, some of these players need to break narrative. CURT players, break narrative and speak up and defend the damn country. You twats. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.